Good evening, good evening, good evening. Guys, I am back with another movie Masters of the Universe figure I picked up at Aldi. I was so impressed with that He-Man figure I got for 10 bucks. I went back and picked up this guy. This is Beastman. And yeah, out of all the digital characters featured in that movie, Beastman and Cringer I was most impressed by. They looked fucking badass. So I definitely wasn't going to leave this guy behind. I thought he kicked ass. His design looked really, really cool. Although I did still enjoy and still love the old design in the 87 movie. I have a thing for practical effects. I love the likes of Tom Savini and love the likes of Ray Harryhausen and Stan Winston. But push comes to shove, the digital effects in this movie were really nice looking. Beastman, Cringer and Skeletor actually. Skeletor looked really well. They fucking kicked ass. They weren't the fault of the movie. There was a lot of other things that kind of let the movie down. But some of the digital creatures actually looked really good. So I went back and I said, fuck it. I really, really like the He-Man figure. For such a budgetary small figure, the detailing and articulation on this guy was badass. And I'm hoping it's the same for this guy. But yeah, let's have a look at the packaging before I crack him open. So it is a bubble packaging, so I'm going to have to tear him off, unfortunately. But it is cool. You have He-Man on one side and Skeletor on the other. And the good guys have this kind of gold kind of emblem. And the bad guys have a purple styling on their side. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You'll see more of it on the back. And yeah, there is a picture of Beastman. Flip it to the back here. And as I said before, you have this kind of purple atmosphere around, and there's Snake Mountain. I think in the good guys packaging the back was gold, and you also had Castle Grayskull in the background. So here's the stats for Beastman. His speed, he is really good. His magic is okay. He seems to be a lot smarter than He-Man. His combat ability is low and his strength is low, so that's weird because fucking Beastman would fuck you up. But yeah, again guys, really cool figure for 10 bucks. As said, when the movie came out, they launched 3 separate waves of figures for it. And what we got was the Origins line for the movie, which is in the same scale as the classic Masters of the Universe figures and the contemporary Origins line. And we also had the Masterverse-esque line. They've changed the name. They're super articulate. They're kind of like up there with the likes of Star Wars Black Series or Marvel Legends, and those are going at €40 pop. They look nice, but 40 fucking quid, no way. And then there's these guys, and for 10 bucks for what you get, they look really fucking nice. I think they look badass, but we'll have a closer look at the figure. Maybe he won't be as good as He-Man when I take him out of the packaging. Guys, who knows? Don't go anywhere, I shall be right back. And we are back, and there is Beastman out of the packaging. So before we look at these accessories, let's have a look at the chap himself. And I gotta say, the paintwork on this guy is really fucking good. I mean, the detailing on the face, that is nice. That is really, really nice. That is cool. Beastman kicked ass because he was kind of like, it's kind of like Chewbacca or Wolfman, just this big brutish kind of monster who was Skeletor's lackey. Everyone always kind of considered Trapjaw as Skeletor's second in command, but I always saw Beastman as his second in command. Although, I suppose, out of the two of them, Trapjaw would have been the smarter of the two. But yeah, this is really, really nice. Again, the detailing, the blue around the eyes, the fangs, that is really cool. And like Adam, he has removable kind of soft armor pieces there. I'll take them off in a moment. But articulation wise, yeah, he is just as good as He-Man. So he has this kind of single hinge joint, but it's still good enough. There is rotation in the wrists, and there is a bit of articulation there in the wrists as well, which is cool on both of them. So that's pretty cool. His head is restricted. The armor seems to be restricting the head. I'm not going to lie. So that is a negative point I'm going to make. there is a restriction with this kind of fur kind of armor he's wearing. But again, it's nicely decorated. I like the gold emblem on the front there. And moving down, he's this soft plastic tunic. And he can do the Van Dams, which is always good. And there's the single joint in the leg. Again, not super articulated, but pretty fucking good for what you pay. And the detailing on him is nice. Flip to the back there. And that's cool as well. He's got like a little pouch. And yeah, again, just the little details. The gauntlets and the knee pads and stuff, they're different colors. It breaks it up. So you've got brown here, black here, brown here, and this kind of orange kind of, I don't know, pelt that he's wearing. And it's just really nice. Again, for a budgetary figure, that is really, really fucking cool. I'm going to take off some of the garments and see what the figure is like without the pelt and the tunic, and see if he's a bit more articulated without them. So take this off. We might remove the head to take off the tunic. So pop it off at this side and this side, and take it off there. And yeah, so there he is without his tunic and his pelt. And there is a bit of a color difference, not a vast one, but around by the chest and the pecs and stuff, the color doesn't match up, so it looks a bit weird without the pelt, you know. Still though, it's pretty cool. Again, he looks like the Wolfman. He does come with one accessory, this whip, and it is a very basic design. It's just black. There's no real detailing on it, but it does the business, and it does look like rope. So I'm going to pop it into his hand here and see how he wields it. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. I wish they gave the characters extra weapons. I do know Teela comes with 2 weapons. She comes with her sword and her laser pistol, but I wish He-Man had come with a shield or an axe. I know he doesn't use them in the movie, but it would have been cool to give him options. But again, for $10, I'm not going to complain. And this guy does look badass with it. He looks cool. So yeah guys, I'm going to pause the video here, and when I come back, I'll compare him to some other figures. Don't go anywhere, I shall be right back. And we are back, and there is the movie Masters of the Universe Beastman. And let's compare him to an Origins Beastman that I got a while ago. And yeah, he actually kind of towers over him, which I was not expecting. I was expecting him to be maybe a wee bit smaller than the Origins one, but no, he actually looks the fucking business. That's pretty cool. And so we have someone to keep him in check. Let's put the He-Man from the same wave next to him there and see how he scales up. And yeah, that makes sense, because Beastman is a hell of a lot taller than He-Man. But yeah, I like this guy. There are issues. The head articulation, the pelt kind of armor restricts his head movement, and that's an issue. But again, that's down to the character design. He's at a hunch. He's kind of hunched forward, so that's the gait he's going to be in, so you're not going to be able to articulate him too much. Bar that, the other articulation in him looks really fucking good. They done a good job. As I said before, this isn't Black Series, this isn't Marvel Legends, but for fucking $10, it's a nicely detailed figure. And yeah, I may pick up Teela. If she's still there, I might pick her up. Again, $10 isn't going to break the bank, and they're a nice figure set. But yeah guys, what do you think of this line? Or do you prefer the Origins line? Or do you prefer the Masterverse line? Let me know in the comments below. And who was your favourite villain from Masters of the Universe? Be it the Evil Warriors under Skeletor, or be it the Horde? Let me know in the comments below. My name is Martin, this has been the Trash Picture Show, and yeah, have a good one, take care, bye now.